Well, hello children. Thanks for watching another ARFCOM ballistic test. Today we're going to put facts before feelings and find out whether cheap Russian 308 is a suitable choice for defense. You might have a gut reaction that 308 is just too much for defensive use. But Murphy was a grunt, and in the Book of Munitions, chapter 5, verse 56, he says, "There is no such thing as overkill. There is only weapons free and reloading." So the real question we're going to have to answer is whether Tula 308 154 grain soft point is capable of penetrating deeply enough and expanding bigly enough to reliably stop bad people from doing bad things when fired from a 10.3-inch barrel. The test platform is a Springfield St. pistol. The test medium is calibrated organic 10% ballistic gelatin. But enough talk, let's get out to the range. What a monster!
Monster kill.
Don't care about your feelings. Yep, there it is. All right. I think that's it.
2 weeks later.
No, where's the freaking... Oh, shit! That's it! Okay, I'm gonna flip this around so I can get the actual penetration. So these tracks aren't gonna line up because, you know, it came in here and this would have been the bottom of the backer gel block. But holy moly, that went deep. Remember that this short barrel is gonna be equivalent of a longer barrel at distance. We'll probably be able to throw some numbers up in here after I do some calculations on how far. My guess is probably about 100 yards or so, give or take. That is 27.2 inches. There is no neck. It expanded immediately. Monster temporary stretch cavity. Obviously very, very deep penetration. And I don't think I even need my forceps because it was just about to break the skin here. So that's fairly modest expansion. I tested this before out of a longer barrel and it was a much, much larger expansion, which led to shallower penetration. Obviously, this really deep penetration here is a result of the modest expansion, but that's still pretty baller and would definitely ruin your whole day. Just your entire day would be shot after that. Of course, we'll get measurements on the expansion and the weight retention when we get home, but at first glance, that looks pretty solid. It will kill. So, what do we think? Well, first of all, R.I.P. table.
Oh no! Our table!
Right? My wife is still pissed about that. Wish me luck. But is this suitable for defense? Well, don't get me wrong, it would ruin a bad guy's whole day. But the reduced velocity from the short barrel resulted in modest expansion, which in turn caused excessive penetration. A short barrel 308 is a gnarly choice for defense without a suppressor, and the blast would be disorienting to both yourself and your attacker. If you insist on using 308 for defense, this is probably not the ideal load. But on the other hand, if your go-to rifle is a 308, maybe with a 14-inch barrel and a whisper pickle, and your first line ammo is something more appropriate, like say 155 grain AMAX, this load would be a pretty decent choice to buy in bulk. It does give you decent downrange performance, and this test gives you a little insight into what this bullet can do further downrange fired from a longer barrel. So the bottom line here is the performance is impressive. Impressive for a short barrel and for cheap Russian ammo. What do you think? Would you choose this short boy 308 for defense? Would you depend on any 308 for defense, or is it overkill? If so, would this Tula be your top pick? What's the best 308 defense ammo? Why are socks packaged with 15 of those stupid little plastic things running right through them, so there's no way to pull them apart without tearing them a little bit, and even if you get a scissors in there, you're going to pull on them, and it's just... Do you like watching gun-related content on YouTube, or do you want stuff like this to fade off into the sunset as our robot overlords cleanse the earth of all wrongthink? If you do like watching banger content like this, please support us by supporting our sponsors. Without them, we couldn't make these videos. And if you're wondering why you don't see more of this channel or other wrongthink, maybe it's because YouTube has unsubscribed you. Our viewers have been telling us they keep getting unsubscribed even though they have never even touched that button. So while you have the time, make sure you double check and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. I love you.